Every summer, when the first firework streaks into the sky and explodes above a cheering crowd,
Candle cake.
most of us stare up in wonder at the color, the thunder, the spectacle. But here's something you probably didn't know. The sound of a firework boom doesn't come from the explosion in the sky. It comes from the burst of compressed air as the stars expand at supersonic speed. A miniature sonic boom, carefully designed to be felt in your chest. And that is just one layer of the magic. Today, we will learn about how canister fireworks are made, because every firework you've ever seen, every ring, every shimmer, every heart-shaped burst, was built on the ground with hands and tools and rules. It wasn't born in the sky. It was mined, mixed, measured, and made. At first glance, a canister shell seems humble, a cardboard cylinder wrapped in tape. But inside, it's a miniature machine. A dense layer of stars, small chemical pellets that each burn a different color, surrounding a core of explosive powder. A delay fuse snakes through the center like a clock spring, burning silently on its way to ignition.
Is it supposed to... I thought it was...
And at the base, the lift charge, packed with black powder, ready to launch the entire thing into the air at over 200 miles per hour. But before it ever reaches the factory floor, a firework begins. Deep underground. Strontium, mined in Mexico, gives us the deep reds. Barium, from Morocco or India, paints the sky green. Copper, sourced from the hills of Chile or the Congo,
particularly the western two-thirds. The northwest portion of the state is dominated today by coal mines and has often had coal mining in it. In the Gallup area, the Farmington area, Grants area.
burns the rarest and hardest color of all, blue, and aluminum and magnesium, refined in Russia and the US. Bring those silver-white strobing flashes that look like lightning trapped in the sky.
So I want to test how long it takes for fire to burn down about a meter of this homemade gunpowder. Let's let her rip. There it goes. Hey!
Even the charcoal that fuels the lift charge is special. It's made by charring soft woods like willow or pine in low-oxygen kilns. A slow, quiet burn to create the perfect black powder fuel. These materials arrive at factories around the world. Some in Liuyang, China, the unofficial fireworks capital of the world.
Yeah. Make a look this way. You make a look this way. What's the name?
Others in Spain, Italy, Japan, or the United States. Where fireworks are built for stadiums, festivals, or one perfect show. Inside these factories, the transformation begins. In sterile mixing rooms with anti-static floors and grounded walls, Technicians wear cotton clothes. No polyester, no metal tools. They are required to wear and carry certain tools simply because of the safety hazard of these ingredients. These ingredients are blended into pastes, then rolled into perfect little spheres. The stars. Each one is a self-contained light show, loaded with oxidizers, fuels, binders, and color agents. Once shaped, the stars are laid out to dry for days, sometimes a week, depending on size, moisture, and humidity.
Then I go ahead and cut off a bit of cardboard to use as a plug. This first one's not going to be for strength, it's just going to hold the spillet, or time fuse.
Too wet, and they won't burn. Too dry, or too fast, and they could ignite in your hand. This is chemistry, on a knife's edge. Here's a wild fact.
They're going to be putting the Yonshakadama and then launching it around 10 p.m.
There's no such thing as a safe blue firework. Blue is the hardest color to get right. Burn it too hot, and it turns white. Too cool, and it doesn't ignite.
I felt it in my chest. Oh, they're up there! Oh my God!
That electric blue burst you see in the finale, that's chemical perfection. Once the stars are dry, they're carefully packed into a canister, arranged in rings or patterns depending on the effect. If it's a smiley face, a heart, a chrysanthemum,
projects this shell out of the mortar tube to about 600 feet high, and then we have, in a perfect circle, the stars packed around the circumference of the shell with the smiley face, the nose and the eyes, and with the central bursting charge we get that pattern appear in the sky as it bursts.
It all comes down to how the stars are placed. A charge of explosive powder is added to the center. Then the time delay fuse is coiled and sealed inside. Along with the lift charge. Finally, the whole thing is wrapped tight, like a gift that needs to hold together under extreme pressure. And here's where location matters. Some of these shells are handcrafted by families in Italy or Spain, where shell making is a family tradition passed down through generations.
At the peak season,
In Japan, fireworks are designed with such precision that shells are judged in national competitions for beauty, symmetry, and elegance. And in the US, companies like Pyro Spectaculars and Fireworks by Grucci create high-performance shells for concerts, parades, and national displays, each one wired to computers for digital timing, synced to music, and tested for safety. Cool fact number 3. Some modern fireworks contain sensors and chips to self-correct in the air. Adjusting burst timing and trajectory within milliseconds. Yep, fireworks with brains. On the night of the show, the shells are loaded into mortar tubes, usually fiberglass or steel, angled and buried in sand or racked for stability.
So every couple of minutes they'll announce the sponsor of all the fireworks that are going up there, you see?
Each tube is wired to a firing system that launches each shell on cue. The ignition? It's almost silent. Just a spark, a hiss. Then a thud, and the shell is gone, rising fast into the air. The time delay fuse burns as it climbs, and at the apex, some 1,000 feet above ground, the break charge explodes. Stars scatter. Each one ignites in sequence. Red, green, blue, gold, strobing, crackling, falling. Some bloom like flowers, others roar like comets. For 5, maybe 10 seconds, the sky is full of art. And then, silence. What took weeks to prepare disappears.